So why'd you breaking up with me?
Look at your son,
Why?
man. Look, man.
Why? Okay, so you gonna break up with me because of my son?
I was trying to teach him right from wrong. Look man, give me this gun, dog. What you mean? What you say?
I said.
That's what.
So you gonna break up with me because of my child?
Listen,
he's just a child.
He's bad, dog.
She just need a little guidance, man.
Hey,
like, don't. That's a petty reason to break up with somebody. I ain't gonna lie. How? Oh, why over a 10-year-old? Over a 10-year-old. Over a 10-year-old. Over a 10. Okay.
Dog, he bad.
Right. Okay, but that's not no reason to break up with nobody.
Listen, I can't do it no more, man.
So you gonna throw? You gonna
figure out that, man? I'm done.
So you just gonna throw all these years down the drain?
You need your ass whooped when you mess up as a black youngster. If you don't know the difference between right and wrong. This law they got about if you put a bruise on them, that's child abuse. See, a lot of people don't see the big picture in that. That's so the black and the brown youth will grow up without no physical discipline, so they gonna wind up in them prisons that they building today. It's a plan for your ass.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 5. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. Koholayim law, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Achium out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Isaiah 3, verse 5, and it reads this. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. And that's what we're seeing in the midst of Babylon, man. What you saw in those two prior clips, the first one was a child that has no structure, no guidance. And as you know, the father is not in the picture. Because obviously if the father was in the picture, the woman would still be with the father, okay? But you have a lot of women bringing forth divorce through Esau's system, okay? Once they, get tired of their husband or they want something new or whatever the case may be, man. Okay, you women are supposed to stay with that man. Point blank, period. You're supposed to be with the man that takes your virginity. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Okay? But you see how that child acts. And, and furthermore, it's a headache, dealing with women that have children. But in this time right now in age, man, if you want to deal with a woman, man, speaking through the body, which has been spoken amongst other brothers too, man, it's better off for you to actually, with all the stuff going on, we know, the transition, that community and everything else, and people not being truthful about what they were before they transitioned to what they are now, etc. But it's better off for you to just deal with an actual woman that has children, man. Because so that way you're certain that, she was born that way. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no procedures that had to be done, no doctor visits, surgeries, etc. Okay? But, for that woman to literally not see what that man was talking about was complete madness, man. Okay? Complete madness and out of order, man. In the second clip where the Jake was talking about, you need your ass whooping, that's true, man. Okay? Because I can testify to that, man. I've got my ass whooped with shoes, switches, extension cords, hangers, irons, fist, and guess what? Of course I've been to, jail as far as like the processing stage, but as far as like being in jail and serving time, I haven't went that far. And why? Because I got them ass whoopings, man. I got corrected immediately, man. Okay? Now we're gonna roll in the spirit on this one, man. Okay, because a lot of you kids, man, you're gonna be put to death, man. You have no no order in you, man, because Babylon gives the woman to raise these kids and without the father in the household. And furthermore, let me grab this real quick, because, you know, our kids are not ours, man. I mean, moving in the spirit, man. I'm at the plantation. You know, I didn't do a lesson last night. You know, wanted to, you know, relax and let my mind, you know, mellow out. But in these times right now, man, let me read this for you. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 1. Better is it to have no children and to have virtues. You know, right now in this kingdom, man, and as Biden, as Jim Crow, I ain't playing with you niggas, Biden said, okay, in a speech, your children don't belong to you. And that's true. That is actually true. And, you know, it also shows you how stupid and ignorant and unlearned you Babylonians are, man. Because it's been like that since we've been here, okay? And especially since they brought forth the birth certificate and the social security card, okay? Because once your parents sign those contracts for the birth certificate in the hospital, they're basically signing that child's freedom away, man. The child's rights. Okay, you basically are, you know, we would say to the state, but we know it's to the elites. You basically belong to the elites, the people that run the world, man. Okay? And the phone chiming in on that. Okay? You basically belong to the elites, and so do your parents. It's a never-ending cycle, man. Okay? So it's better off not to have children, man. So what Biden said in that speech, that your children don't belong to you, he was telling you the truth. Okay? He was literally telling you the truth. Better it is to have no children and to have virtue, for the memorial thereof is immortal. So like it's immoral, because it is known with the Most High and with men. So it's better off to have no children in this society, in this rulership, in this queendom, than to have children, because, you know, your wife don't belong to you. Your wife belongs to Esau. Your kids belong to Esau. Okay? Don't forget, man, that, you know, these curses apply to us, and also that our women have made a covenant and alliance with the cave gorilla, man. Okay? As soon as you do something or say something or don't conform to her, what she wants, you're out of there. You know, she's going to take you to court, get more than 3/4 of your shit, put you on alimony, child support, Title 4D, you know, and basically ruin your life, man. And, you know, that's the, and he's using our women to do it, man. Okay? It's another one I wanted to grab about the ass whooping. Let me get that real quick. Because, you know, our kids, it's in the law for our kids to get their ass whooped, man. Matter of fact, before I grab this, let me grab that in Proverbs real quick. Okay, because, you know, with us whooping our kids' ass, man, it's us showing them that we love them, man. And also, you know, preparing them for the world, man. Salakia. This is Proverbs chapter 29. This isn't what I was looking for, but the Lord told me to look at this. Proverbs 29, verse 17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give diligent unto thy soul. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give diligent unto thy soul. And that's what we were supposed to be doing, man. So for that woman in that video to literally say, well, he bad. You're supposed to be correcting him, man. Okay? If you know, and then furthermore, man, if you're gonna have, you know, children and not be with the father, and then expect another man to come in to help you with those kids and to accept your kids, that man should be able to whoop their ass, man. Period, man. And then for you to get upset and say you're going to throw away all these years and this and that over him being bad, yes. You ain't correcting him. You sit right here see him doing this shit, and you ain't saying a motherfucking thing about it, man. And this is what we have to choose, man. This is what we have to choose in this society, man. Man, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. They don't see nothing wrong with none of the shit that they do, man. Okay? Nothing. I hate this fucking place, man. I hate it, man. God, man, I hate this fucking place, man. Salakia, man. Where's that at? Give me 1 second. Let me find this precept before I jump to what I jumped to. Then I'm going to close out. It's going to be directly straight to the point, man. Okay. And also, you bringing forth these kids through that polluted womb, man. That's also going to be a judgment for you in a time to come. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick, and then I'll see what I got. I found what I wanted right here, but let me grab this real quick, because that's going to be a judgment against you. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4, verse 6. For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial, man. Again, the first man that you lie with, that's your husband. The first man that breaks your hymen, takes your virginity, that is your husband. Okay? After that, unless that man dies, okay, and you go to the next man, that's your husband. But no, in this society, what does Esau teach you? You know, play the field. Don't conform or submit to one man. Okay? You know, focus on your career. You know, then once you get to the top of your peak in your career, you know, then seek a husband when you're 40 or 50 years old, man. Okay? Man. So what you having, committing adultery over and over again, polluting your womb, because the womb is the earth. Okay? You're contaminating your womb, corrupting it, and then you bringing forth seeds through that polluted, corrupted womb, man. Okay, why do you think why do you think when Jake's go for DNA tests and he finds out the baby is his, but the baby don't look like him, why do you think that happens, man? Do you think it's just a coincidence? Why do you think that happens? Because you have so many other DNAs in you that even if it's proven to be that man's baby, and that man's baby don't look like him but look like somebody else, why do you think that happens? All them DNAs, man, being around other men. Okay? Because trust and believe, man, when you actually with your husband, because I've experienced this with my children. Okay, when you around your husband and you get impregnated by your husband and you're around him, and then when them kids come out, they recognize their father's voice. That's an automatic bond, you know. I remember plenty of times, man, when I would either go to work or when I was going through stuff with my wife, and I come back around my kids, they would just smile just to see me, man, you know. That the bond was already being established when the baby was in the womb, man, when the baby was hearing their father's voice, man. Okay? For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents in their trial, man. And that's true. But to jump back on this, this is Proverbs 23, verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child, and she withheld correction. Sit right there and let that child talk to that man, flick him off, all that, and this arguing, oh, you gonna leave me? Instead of correcting your damn child, instead of saying beat his ass, you can correct him. No, he's supposed to deal with that disrespect. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Now, didn't that other Jake say you're supposed to get your ass whooped? Yes. Correct him. He ain't gonna die. Whoop his ass thoroughly. I'm still here. I done got whooped with everything in the book. Again, shoes, books, extension cords, hangers, switch. And they will make you go pick your own switch up off the tree. Okay? With their fists, man. When I got a certain age, they start punching me, man. Okay, my body, my face, I got my ass whipped. Okay? Not just by my mom and my stepfather, because my dad died when I was like 7 or 8 or 9 in a car accident, but also by my aunts and uncles, man. I got an ass whipping from everybody. Okay, verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shall deliver his soul from hell. From what? Judgment. Okay? Why do you think you see all these kids running around buck wild right now? Okay? And I was watching Judge Mathis, I want to say yesterday, and it was an episode where he was talking about the dude had custody of his daughter, and he was getting condemned for whooping her, man. For doing some shit that she should not be doing. She basically opened up an Instagram account And he was like, I don't go for that, that social media stuff, which is true. He was doing the right thing. And this fucking faggot ass nigga, Judge Mathis, and the fucking the mother that doesn't have custody of the child, don't give a damn about the child, not even doing nothing for the child really. Bringing forth that like that's wrong. And then Judge Mathis, man, he agreeing with the shit, man. Some of the court cases be okay, but a lot of time, man, Judge Mathis is a piece of shit, man. Real talk. He's a straight piece of shit, man. The Lord gonna judge that nigga, man. Okay? So you talking about that's child abuse? No, that's not. And then another episode I watched Slakia because it all ties into the lesson. Another episode I was watching, he was talking about the Bible, quoting this and quoting that. You don't know a goddamn thing about the Bible. Because if you knew something about the Bible, you knew what that man was doing, beating his child, was correct. Was of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Beat your fucking kids, man. And if they threaten to call a CPS, shit, dial it for them. Fuck Esau, man. I hate this place, man. Let's close out right here, man, because I want to close out a little bit sooner, but it is what it is. Let me grab this right here and we'll close out. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach. Chapter 30, verse 1, and it reads this. He that loveth his son cause him oft to feel the rod. What is that rod? That's that belt or your hand or a switch. Whatever the case may be, man. That he may have joy of him in the end. Okay, because he'll walk correctly. He'll know, it's like he'll know right from wrong. Okay? He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. And they'll know that your son's walking correctly, man. Your son, he's so well, he has good manners, he's respectable, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Why? Because you didn't gave him ass whoopings and you corrected him. And furthermore, when you whoop your child, you're supposed to let him know why you beating him, man. Okay? Because also, too, and that goes into the next precept, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Okay? Because our kids right now haven't been taught the customs of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They now have CPS where you say you can't whoop your child. Okay? So with our people not doing that, the enemy's rejoicing. But with us chastising and beating our children and teaching them the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the enemy's being grieved. Okay? And before his friends, he shall rejoice of him. That goes back again to the acquaintance that, your son has good manners. He's very respectable, yada, yada, yada. Okay? And I'm going to jump down to verse 13. Chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest he lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. So you're supposed to chastise his ass and also teach him how to use his hands in labor, man. Teach him a craft. Teach him how to, be a man. And these Israelite kids right now are not men. They're boys, man. Okay? Even when they're grown, they're men child, man. Okay? But I'm going to leave it right there, man. I went a little bit over, but it is what it is, man. We was rolling in the spirit, man. We was rolling in the spirit, I don't want to rock this out. Hoping I pray that this is informative and edifying and uplifting to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf, man. So with that, I'm just going to say, Koho Layam La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakradash, Wa Thawadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Akakradash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders on down, and also you brothers included, for doing these epistles to edify, to inform you, and to also to enlighten you of the words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I don't want to rock this out, Lord willing, to the next one. Shalom, shalom. Love y'all.